Okay, now next question. What are the Facebook ads mistakes to avoid? Especially for new Facebook advertisers, if you're totally now ready to get, like into Facebook advertising and start spending money and get results for your business, congratulations. But before you actually get started, I would like to share with you some mistakes that you have to avoid. Because I've worked with thousands of Facebook advertisers from around the world, and I've actually seen quite a fair bit of mistakes that actually cause loss of money. Like you put in all the resources, you have time and money, and you're not getting the result that you want. So I just want to really get you, like a few pieces of advices to make sure that you're not making the same mistake. Now, the first thing here is I want to make sure that you are starting with the right objective. You see, when it comes to Facebook advertising, a lot of people thought that, oh, it's the audience targeting that makes the difference, it's the creative that makes the difference. In fact, everything starts from the objective that you're selecting. Like, for example, if you're trying to get people to visit your website and start buying it, let's say if you're starting an e-commerce business, using the boost feature, that's the lowest hanging fruit, right? Using a boost feature, engagement feature may not get you the result you want, because essentially you'll be sending message to Facebook saying that you're looking for people to like or comment or share your advertisement or post. But what you really want is to get people to click. So the distinction between action on Facebook advertising, which actually kind of separated into different objectives, are very obvious and very clear and straightforward. You have to choose the right one in order to reach the right people. That's a very simple action here. So if you want traffic, then you go for traffic. But if you're actually trying to get sales, there is a bit of a different test you can try. If you have a new e-commerce website that you have not gotten any data before, you can actually consider going for traffic first, optimizing for landing page view, then only you go into sales. But having said that, I've seen some good success with, even though you don't really have a lot of data, you can actually start straight with sales objective and stuff like that. So these are the things that you have to really understand. And objectives within the objective itself, there are quite a lot of things that you should really understand the differences and the connection between. So this is something that I would strongly encourage that you pay some time and go through some learning resources to kind of understand that better before you put in your money. Now, the second thing here is it's pretty much related to the first advice here, is I'm advising you to start with the right tool. Now, when it comes to Facebook advertising, it can actually be quite complicated, because there are many places to come in. Like, you have the boost button on the page itself, and then you have the ad center, which is linked to your Meta Business Suite. And there is this, Facebook Ads Manager, which is the tool that has full suite of features and tools available within the whole platform itself. So I would always recommend to start with the Facebook Ads Manager, because a lot of features are in there and you can't find it elsewhere. But having said that, navigating the Facebook Ads Manager can be a bit intimidating for new people. That's why, spending some time to learn would be useful as well. So these are essential learning that you have to go through. And then the last one here is, you don't want to just run ads by running ads without a strategy. This is a kind of like a big mistake that you can make when you're starting out in Facebook advertising, because in Facebook advertising, it's a very matured platform, or so-called, Facebook and Instagram combined. The audiences there are very, very so-called, well-trained with advertising and advertisement, and the way they consume advertisement is no longer the same as 5 years ago. So they demand, there's different strategy. And for example, it's very unlikely that people will see your ad and immediately fall in love with your brand or your product and start buying right away. They might click, that indicates the interest, but you have to have a plan to nurture them by retargeting. Even retargeting, there are strategies behind it, and all these are things that I totally believe that you should try. So just in case you're actually looking for something that to help you get started with Facebook advertising, I have a class which I call the Facebook Ads Masterclass. So this is a class, a 2.5-hour recording, where I talk about all the things that I mentioned just now. How to choose the objective, how to actually do audience targeting, which I share with you my signature audience targeting techniques that you can use right away to find anyone you want. And of course, the ad design and copywriting directions, because I work with thousands of advertisers. And actually, based on all the coaching clients and all that, I would share with you what's working and what's not working right now. And of course, we talk about the strategy behind my advertising strategy framework. So I will share with you how to strategize, and I will walk you through step by step on how to set up the campaign using my strategy from scratch. So this is not just a theory kind of training. It actually has all the whole full stretch of walk through step by step in the Ads Manager, so that you will definitely find this useful, especially if you're new to Facebook Ads Manager. Everything will be walked through. I will tell you what are the things that you should pay attention to, what are the things that you shouldn't touch at all. So all these are important things that you have to know. And we will wrap with the analytics, because in my opinion, starting running ads is the easiest part. Everybody with money can just put in, right? But how do we analyze? How do we know if our campaign is working or not? So that's what we do. So this is recording. You can actually sign up, scan this QR code, and immediately you can access the training right away. And you have lifetime access to this, as in the future when we have updates. I do updates every 3 to 6 months. Okay, so especially when we have new features, new interface and all that. So you'll always come back to the same link and see the latest version of it. So yeah, so that's the beauty of this. Okay, so yeah, so that's what you can actually consider if you want to learn. But if you're already running ads and you're not sure whether your campaign is doing good or not, you want to see, okay, how can we actually do better with your existing campaign? And if you're not having a successful campaign, what are the mistakes that you have made in the campaign setup that causes your problem, so that you can avoid making the same mistake in the future? So if that's what you want, you can scan this QR code. It will take you to my Fiverr gig, where you can actually just buy me a dinner, and you can actually schedule a 30 minutes Zoom call with me, and we can actually dive into your campaign, via Zoom. So we will do screen share, and I would actually tell you, build the dashboard, and tell you what are the relationship between metrics and all that, and how do we make decision based on all the numbers that is being shown here, and to build a plan on how to do better with your Facebook ads campaign. So if that's what you want, scan this QR code, and I look forward to talk to you soon. So if you like this, remember to subscribe, and yep, I'll see you in the next video.